Get ready, Bears family. What I'm about to reveal is going to blow your minds. 3 news items that are going to shake the foundations of our franchise like a linebacker on his best day. Don't move a muscle, because what's coming is pure dynamite. First bombshell. An interim coach is about to rewrite the destiny of this team. We're talking about a strategist who could be the spark we need to ignite a revolution in Chicago. Are you ready to see how a simple change can transform our entire season? If you think you know the plan, you are dead wrong. Second news. An epidemic of injuries is hitting our team like a hurricane of pain. Players dropping like flies, critical positions decimated. Only the toughest are going to survive this trial by fire. Can our Warriors withstand this apocalypse? Third revelation. A strategic earthquake that could change the Bears' future forever. We're talking about bringing in the hottest strategic brain in the NFL. A move that won't just change a coach, but will redesign our team identity. Subscribe now. Give a like. Don't miss a single second of this explosive information. In the next few minutes, I'll reveal details that nobody else dares to share. Are you ready for the truth, Bears family? Let's go, Chicago Bears fans. We're not here to sugarcoat anything. We're here to speak the truth, and more than that, with passion. We're in Week 14, and despite 6 consecutive losses, personnel changes, and a season that many would categorize as an absolute disaster, I tell you, the Bears have a real chance to surprise the San Francisco 49ers this Sunday. Does that sound crazy? Maybe. But tell me, aren't the great moments forged in adversity? We're not going to ignore the elephant in the room. This season has been frustrating at historic levels. 6 straight losses. A head coach fired mid-season for the first time in the team's history, and, as if that weren't enough, 4 different offensive coordinators in just 2 seasons. This is organizational chaos and nobody can deny it. But despite all of this team has something that makes me believe. Yes, we've lost, but the Bears haven't been an easy team. Against high-caliber teams like the Packers, the Vikings, and the Lions, this team fought until the end. We haven't known how to close out games, that's true, but nobody can say we're not trying. Now with Thomas Brown as the new interim head coach, the situation takes a different turn. This guy knows he has a responsibility, and more importantly, an opportunity. If he manages to spark something in these players and lead a victory this Sunday, the Bears could take an important step toward rebuilding some respect inside and outside the field. Of course, in front of us we have the San Francisco 49ers. Under normal conditions, this would be a nightmare opponent. They're the current NFC champions. They have a great offensive scheme under Kyle Shanahan, and a defense that, at its peak, is among the best in the league. But here's the detail. San Francisco isn't arriving in their best version. Their record is 5-7, they're on a streak of 3 consecutive losses, and their injury list is almost endless. Christian McCaffrey, Brandon Ayuk, Jordan Mason, and even Nick Bosa have been out or limited in recent weeks. Their offensive line is patched up, and now they're resorting to their 3rd running back in their depth chart. It's a hospital over there in San Francisco. So, I ask you, why should we automatically write this week off as a loss? This isn't a video game. In the NFL, if a team arrives injured, you can deliver the final blow. And that's what the Bears have to try to do. The game keys. If the Bears want to win this game, they need to adjust some things once and for all. Here I'll make it clear. Dominate the ground game. With Khalil Herbert being effective in recent games and the possibility of incorporating more options with Justin Fields running when necessary, the Bears have to take pressure off the aerial game. The key is to control the clock and keep the 49ers offense off the field. The defense has to take advantage of San Francisco's absences. If Nick Bosa doesn't play and San Francisco has problems protecting their quarterback, the Bears have to pressure from the first snap. The defensive line, led by Yannick Ngakoue, has to give its best game of the year. 0 errors at the end. We've repeated this to exhaustion, but here's the detail that defines our season. Game closings. We cannot allow offensive drives by the opponent in the last minutes without a response. It's time to demonstrate a winning mentality, even if it's too late for the season. A new leader, a new opportunity. One of the reasons why the Bears could pull off a surprise is in Thomas Brown's leadership. Although he's only been interim head coach for days, the players have spoken about the respect they feel for him. And believe me, in the NFL, when a locker room unites behind a leader, anything can happen. Just look at what the Raiders did with Antonio Pierce last year. I'm saying this doesn't guarantee anything, but it's already a step forward. What does this team have to lose right now? Nothing. It's now or never to save a bit of dignity this year. Is winning possible? Many will say this analysis is full of empty hopes, but I'll ask you something. If beating the Packers, Vikings, and Lions was almost accomplished while the Bears collapsed in the last seconds, what does that tell us? I tell you this, if this team manages to close out a game, we can win. And the 49ers are hurt. They don't need a perfect blow to fall, they need efficient execution. Now fans, I leave it to you. What is the real problem with the Bears this season? Is it talent, mentality, or organization? Because from my perspective, this game against the 49ers can give us more answers than we imagine. Listen up, Bears fans. The situation is on fire in Chicago. I'm going to tell you what no one else dares to say about these injuries that are hitting the team like a linebacker on his best day. First, are you ready for the drama? The Bears are decimated. Don't take my word for it. Look at the statistics. Keenan Allen, DJ Moore, 2 essential receivers, out. You know what that means? An offensive nightmare. Now I'm asking you, how the hell is Caleb Williams going to keep his cool with this tsunami of injuries? The good news, and believe me, it's the only good news, is Darnell Wright. The right tackle is practicing. I'm telling you something. Wright is a durability machine. A knee injury that could have knocked out any other player, and this guy is back on the field. Coleman Shelton, Kevin Byard, limited. DeAndre Swift, Roshan Johnson, out. You know what this means? The Bears are going through their trial by fire against the 49ers. I'm telling you something else. Thomas Brown has the most difficult mission of his life. Reorganizing this team with so many injuries is like leading a battle team with wounded soldiers. It's a tactical war. The million-dollar question, fans. Will the Bears survive this injury apocalypse? Comment below. I want every opinion, every war cry. Are you ready for the battle, or do you surrender before starting? I'm here to tell you something that's going to totally shake up our franchise, and I swear you're not going to believe this. Today we've got a bombshell that's going to change everything we thought about our future. Colin Cowherd just dropped a proposal that sounds explosive. Kyle Shanahan as the next Chicago Bears head coach. Let me tell you something. This isn't just some random rumor. We're talking about a seismic move in the NFL. Kyle Shanahan, the strategic mastermind behind the San Francisco 49ers, could be in our game plan. Now let me break this down for you step by step. 1. Caleb Williams. Our future quarterback needs a mentor, not just some coach. And Shanahan is exactly that. A guy who's turned average quarterbacks into game machines. 2. Total transformation. The 49ers are at a point where everything seems to be wobbling. Brock Purdy, Christian McCaffrey, there are more questions than answers. And I'm asking you, isn't this the perfect moment for a radical change? 3. Entry cost. Yes, getting Shanahan will be expensive. We're talking multiple draft picks, including first rounds. But I'm telling you something. Sometimes you have to invest to win. Kevin Warren, our executive, needs to understand something. Coaching matters. And Shanahan isn't just a coach. He's an offensive architect. I believe this move could be the turning point the Bears need. We're not talking about a cosmetic change. We're talking about a complete transformation. And now, the question I want every Bears fan to ask. Are you ready to see this team make a quantum leap? I'll tell you something else. If this move happens, we're not just changing a coach. We're redesigning the identity of the Chicago Bears. Comment below. Do you think Kyle Shanahan is the savior we need? Or is he just another name on the list? Bears Warriors, the moment of truth has arrived. This season confronts us with a brutal challenge that makes us question everything. What is the real problem with our team? Is it a lack of talent, a defeatist mentality, or deeper issues within the organization? The injury apocalypse hits us with an intensity that defies all logic. Will the Bears survive this critical moment? Every play, every second, every decision counts more than ever. And in the midst of this hurricane of uncertainty, a question burns in the throat of every fan. Is Kyle Shanahan the savior we need, or just another name on an endless list of broken hopes? Comment below. I want every opinion, every battle cry, every thought that boils in your fan hearts. Are you ready for battle, or do you surrender before even starting? If you are a true fan, if orange and blue blood runs through your veins, if you suffer and vibrate with every play, this is your place. Subscribe now and be part of the most passionate Bears community. Together we are more than a channel, we are a family. The Bears are going through fire, and we will be there to tell it all. See you in the next video, Bears family.